Grown Man Priorities Part 2. Number 18. Life insurance. Retirement isn't the only thing people need to prepare for around their early, mid, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and etc. It's about making sure you have the proper life insurance. That's another crucial aspect of growing older that has to be taken care of. No one wants to think about our mortality, death. Having life insurance is necessary for any and everybody who has others depending on them. Could be your wife, your children, other people depending on you for that. They want to have, a certain life to live after you leave. Bury you and you have a nice funeral, but to live a certain life when you leave, you leave something older. Leave something over that could be helpful in their lives, finances, And we all have to talk about that, but it is important, man. Life insurance. That's when I knew I was getting older. You want some life insurance and car insurance? Oh, man. 19. Value reflection over unself-conscious. Being spontaneous can be fun, but the pursuit of fun over everything stops being a major priority around the ages 30 and 40. At ages 30 and 40, a man most times steps away from his younger, free-spirited, and partying lifestyle. That's when we kind of slow down a little bit, most of us now. Instead, he becomes more involved in a much deeper state of reflection and wisdom. It can be, instead of going out most nights, just staying at home and focusing on other things. He spends most of his time looking inward and not outward. Looking inward and not outward. Now this can be, 2021. I got the numbers mixed up. 21. It's about longevity. In your early 20s, it was easy to ignore that one day you will reach 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and etc. But when you reach your late 20s and early 30s, these ages start staring you in your face, and then it'll dawn on you that it's time to prepare. It means focusing on your long existence, like weighing your daily decisions against how they'll have an effect on you down the line, and making sure that line is as long as possible. So take good care of your mental and physical well-being, and it'll treat you equally as well in return. 22. You learn to follow your gut instincts, and this pays off, man. When you mature and you experience through life, this pays off, man. Your gut instincts. You learn to follow your gut instincts. While in your early 20s, you may have ignored those gut instincts. But by the time you reach 30 and 40, or between the ages of 30 and 40, it's time to start really listening to those instincts that speak the loudest. Now. At the ages between 30 and 40, your gut instincts have become more refined and polished through recurrent use, enough to be truly a helpful GPS system. On occasions, you might still make a mistake, but you'll hit yourself in the head for not taking that particular job your gut told you was going to be a good fit, or leaving that woman alone at the club that had a few noticeable tattoos, had that big old butt and a nice smile. Hey, if she had a lot of noticeable tattoos, you could just limit to where she works at, player. She can't work no professional job with a lot of noticeable tattoos all over her face, under her eye, on her neck, all over her hands. If you see her, man, hey, she got that big butt and a smile, true enough. But if you see a lot of noticeable tattoos, man, you can limit her job. Okay, she can't work in no bank. She can't be a nurse, be a RA, man, sell insurance, let me see. There's a lot of jobs. You can narrow it down now. Okay, so she got to be a stripper or do tattoos herself or be a porn star. Either one, but she can't be no professional, man, and working a professional job with a lot of noticeable tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Under her neck, around her eyes, man, on her hands, just noticeable, man. Just start limiting her jobs right then. Okay, she got to do tattoos, you know what I'm saying, or be a stripper, man. Could be a porn star. But hey, that's foresighted tools. Number 22. I got these numbers mixed up, players, but I'll say 22. You start to ponder your life. That time you first got stood up at age 17 and 18 or 19 may have been disappointing, but by age 30 and 40, it's hardly a blip on your radar. On your way up towards 30 and 40, Life just seems to happen. It's never ending. The flow of events, connections, accomplishments, achievements, hardships, heartbreaking heartaches, and etc. As you get older, you start to take a step back and factor in everything. That makes it easier to brush off those disappointments and celebrate your small and big successes. This will remind you how long of a distance in miles you have traveled, but also how you overcame everything you have overcame in life. Now, how long of a distance in miles you have traveled, but also how you overcame everything you have overcame in your life. Hey, that's important, man. 23. Stop thinking about things you regret. It can be easy to beat yourself up over past regrets. That is true, man. I beat myself up all the time. Now that you've entered the prime of your life, you have no time to waste on all the things you can't no longer change. Your missed opportunities, and you realize that those regrets have gotten you to where you are today. You will free up some valuable mental space in the process. If there is any missed opportunities, check this out now. If there is any missed opportunities you can't really get off of your chest, it's time to make a more positive change. What matters the most from here on out is to maintain your laser focus on your future and don't waste your valuable time looking back on things you can't go back in your past and change. And that is valuable, man. That is valuable, man. Valuable piece of information, man. Every guy looks back, man, I wish I had that woman I passed up on. Man, that job opportunity I passed up on. I should listen to my gut instincts that was telling me this could be a good fit. You know, that woman, she was wifey material, you know what I'm saying? But I passed on her because I was living that good life, you know what I'm saying? Freaking all these females, and now she married and got kids. I missed up on that. You know, it's just some things we always look back on and be like, man, we beat ourselves over the head with it, you know, and we do. But, hey, players, you can't go back and change it. You can't go back and change it, players. So, since you can't go back and change it in your past, move on, players. Hey, 24. Working smarter, not harder. While in your 20s, missing out on a few hours of sleep every other night in order to put in some extra effort at work seemed like it was worth it. But at age 30 and 40, between the ages of 30 and 40, it's not good at all because your body needs and depends on that rest and sleep in one way or another. So instead of putting in more extra time, it's more important to be more efficient and by simplifying your work process. By using the added foresighted knowledge you gained in 10 years or from a decades in your workplace in order to work smarter and more efficiently. 25. You sit and you really think about what type of legacy you want to leave for yourself. Take my time with this. Players, work smarter, not harder. Simplify it so you be more efficient, players. But 25, man, I gotta break this all the way down, man. You sit and really think about what type of legacy you want to leave for yourself. Evaluating your priorities in your 30s and 40s, or between the ages of 30 and 40, means it's time to start thinking about not just the life you want to lead, but the influence and impression you want to leave behind. That could mean you can keep doing what you're doing or make a major change or make major changes. That's a decision only the man can make, only you players and myself. Most of what's already remembered about you is far beyond your control. What's already in the past, players, you can't control that. So, some of it is up to you. So it's important to really begin taking into consideration what you want your legacy to be and start working towards that. It's time to change your outlook on life as a whole if you want to cement the positive legacy you want. You're already writing your obituary. Check this out, players, now. Everything you did in your past, that's your obituary now. Check this out. You're already writing your obituary. Just make sure it's written the way you want it to be written. Hey, you're already writing your obituary. Just make sure it's written the way you want it to be written. You're already writing your obituary, players. Everything you did, man, from Man, what? Since you started walking, elementary, what? Let me see. Kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten, elementary, junior high, high school, college. If you went to college, after high school, you got a job. The females, the people you have helped, people you didn't help. I'll just say this, man. I'll just say this. If you haven't been giving back to the people that help you, start back giving back, please. I was listening to this guy, and he was talking about stuff that he wish he could have did, and with his son and stuff like that. I thought about something, man. I said, you know what? It's never too late, man. It's never too late. The stuff you could do with your son, you still can do, man. Hey, he's 15, 16 years old now. You're in your 30s or late 30s, early 40s. Hey, man, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend time with your child, you need to do that if you haven't. Man, always write the legacy that you want to leave behind. Not for somebody else to say. And I know people say, well, man, they going to think of me what they want to think of me, which is true. But I'm going to say it like this, man. I had a lot of people that helped me come up, and there was a positive influence in my life, like my godparents. I never go, let me see. I never go a Mother's Day or a Father's Day without giving them something back in return. I never do that, man. I always make sure I have something. And even though, man, I don't even have it financially, I still make sure I buy him something, because he loves Alabama. My goddad loves Alabama University, the football team. I always make sure I buy some stuff from Alabama. My godmom, I buy her stuff from Alabama University, buy her stuff too. My mom, my daughter. Like, I'm always trying to make sure my legacy is written the way I want it to be written. I don't want nobody to say, hey, man, Fred never gave me nothing, I helped him. Anytime somebody help me, man, I give back. I'm always trying to make sure I stand on my integrity, my principles, you know what I'm saying? I always try to leave a woman better than when I found her. When she leave me, she gonna be way better than when I had her. Way better, because that's what you want to do, man. When you find a woman, you want to leave her better than like when you found her. You know what I'm saying? Way better, matter of fact. That'll keep them coming back. You know what I'm saying? Way better than hey, she was kind of emotionally damaged when she got with you, player. Hey, when she leave you, hey, man, you want to leave her, man, in the best shape possible, man. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, and physically, man. A whole new version of herself. So, leave her better than you found her, player. Leave her better than you found her, man. Give back if you can. I'm talking about not just with your finances, with your wisdom, man, with your knowledge, your understanding, your insight, your information. Man, give out foresighted tools, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You want to leave a legacy and be like, you know what? Hey, man, my OG gave me so much, man. I can't never repay him back. Even if it was like finances or your foresighted tools. Finances or your foresighted tools, players. So I'm just saying this, man. Write your own legacy, man, because that stuff in the past was already your obituary. It's going on your obituary, man. People you hurt coming up, people you didn't give no money back to, and they hit you out of a financial bind. Hey, man, all I can say, start now, players. If you have been doing it, man, cool. If you've been getting a woman, man, they're leaving her better than you found her, cool. Hey, the guys that been giving you money, you've been hitting them back up, giving them money, and not letting it, you know what I'm saying, go 4 and 5 weeks, and he got to, you know what I'm saying, try to follow you and run you down and get his money back from you. Hey, man, I know some guys like that. I never pay them or never give them no money again. Never loan them no money. You know what I'm saying? I had to run you down for my money. When you asked for it, it was cool. Now I got to run you down to get my money back. No, man. I cut them loose. Players, I'm just saying this, man. You want to leave your obituary the way you want it to be. Write your own obituary from here on out. Stuff in the past you can't change. Just be 100 from here on out. Now, if you have been 100, hey, that's cool. If you've been 1,000, 1 million, 2 million, trillion, billion, that's cool. But if you're looking at yourself right now and you listen to this, you saying, you know what, hey, it is some things that I could change up and improve on. Hey, man, start now. Start now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The females, your homies, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, man. Start building connections back up. You haven't connected with your child. It's time to start doing that. You know what I'm saying? What if you get... I had this female. I'll just make this example right quick. One of my homegirls, right? You know what? Her dad... No, I'll say this. Her dad named her after the side piece. After his side piece. I think her name was Danielle. And he used to always stand my homegirl up. He would always call, hey, be ready when I come and get you. But he would always stand up. Remember I said earlier when you get stood up by a girl that's 17, 18. But this was a child now. This was his part of, you know what I'm saying? This woman got his blood in her, everything. But he would always stand up. Named her after his side piece, man. Come on. But anyway, she never really talked to her dad. They never really bonded, connected over nothing, man. And you know what? The first time she really got a chance to sit and talk to her real dad. I'm talking about her real dad now. You know, the first time she really got a chance to sit down and talk to this man was when he was on his deathbed. When he was on his deathbed, man. And you know what? He left it up to her to pull a cord or not. Now she let him live, and I think he lived 3 or 4 months later after that. Then he passed away. But she said she wish she could have got more out of him then, you know what I'm saying, before then, than what she got out of him then, because I didn't talk nothing but a couple hours. But I hate that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, players. And I know some dudes, man, not close to their mom. I'm like, bro, hey, if y'all can, I don't know y'all situation, I can go off what you telling me, but hey, if you can, man, try to get some kind of bond or connection, just some kind. If it's not too bad, what I'm saying. Now, if it's kind of, y'all just need to sit down and talk, handle that, you know what I'm saying? But if it's at a point, hey, man, I can't tell you what to do, you know what I'm saying? You a man, you know, you handle how you want to handle. But if it's just a phone call, y'all can handle a certain problems, man, knock it down. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying, no stone unturned. Just write your own obituary, players, you know what I'm saying? That girl wish she could have had more time with her dad. Some of my homies not cool with some of their dads or their moms now. It's on both sides, you know. I know some players, hey, man, they don't really know how to love because their mom never loved them. That's your first girlfriend is your mom, like a female, you know what I'm saying? Her first boyfriend is her dad. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to make sure. I was the first person to give my daughter a car, to give her, you know what I'm saying, some flowers, money, take her to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Pay for her money, go to Disney World, Six Flags. I'm always trying to be the first to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure my obituary is written the way I want it to be written, not the way somebody else wants it to be written. So players, from here on out, write your own obituary, players. Grown Man Priorities Part 2. Grown Man Priorities Part 2, players.